What's up, everybody? My name is Danny Boy Nahavevalu. I'm 28 years young. I'm from San Francisco, California, and I go to the University of Southern California. I go to the film school and I'm studying critical studies of film and television. And this project that I'm doing, I wanted to talk to a few friends of mine about being Pacific Islander and being in college. There's not a big number of us Pacific Islanders in college. We are a fraction of a fraction if we were to break it down into decimals and all that shit. So I just wanted to take a look into the different lives of some of my fellow constituents out there doing it big on different college campuses. Big up to y'all. And if you're going to college and you PI, you Polynesian, you Melanesian, you Micronesian, big ups to you. Keep doing your thing. I support you.
Hey, what's up? My name is Sinafifita. I'm Tongan. I'm 20 years old and I attend El Camino Community College and I'm planning to major in political science.
Okay, my name is Genesis J. Leuta. I'm 27. I'm Samoan. I'm an art major with an emphasis in graphic design, and I attend Cal State Long Beach.
Malolele ko gingon ko Fifita ko tawani man pagulava may babaulahi.
For me, pursuing higher education, it was never a question. It's actually something I expected from high school. Having parents and brothers and sisters that went to universities and graduated with their college degrees. When I went to grade school, I've always expected that after high school, I'm going to go straight to university. But in high school, I never really cared about it. And other than that, I'm forced to go to school. But now I see why I want to go to school.
Yeah.
I actually see that now. I actually learned how to appreciate education.
Pursuing higher education because, well, right out of high school I started working. My sister was in college herself, so I had to give up the whole college life and look for work. But when she was done with school, I kind of just was fed up with the lifestyle, living paycheck to paycheck. And I just wanted something different, and that was something that a lot of people was telling me that, as far as, because I'm an artist, I was always drawing every time, during my downtime at work. And I just wanted to pursue that, see where it would take me.
I'm pursuing higher education because I feel it's important to be a positive role model for the youth, especially for those in your family. A lot of family members that I had growing up sort of were doing different things that, weren't always right, and I sort of glorified that and took it in wrong. And realizing that those things were not getting me anywhere led me to find higher education. And just experiencing higher ed and going through it all and just being the minority of the minority really made me see that there's a bigger plan that I want to do with my life.
Now ko uga ko haugi Americani ko hau ko fingako o mai ba wo mato ko ngago siwege la hinga fangamali en ke ako mo ngawe. Now, ko hau na sa ia he lesson fika ko nga ko tau mo ko ka u ko sa ia ke u hoko ko tota engineer varapuna.
At USC, there's not a lot of PIs there. There's very few of us that we know of. I work for the Asian Pacific American Student Services, and we sort of get the list of people who identify as PI. And we try to reach out to them to see if they want to come join in any of the activities, but nobody ever really reaches back. So, but there's not very many PIs at USC. And as far as acknowledging each other, if we know each other, yeah, we'll say what's up, but some don't. Some don't really associate with the Pacific Islanders. We're very scarce there at USC, so.
There actually is a lot of Pacific Islanders on campus, but I hardly see them. I actually see them when they're in their football gear, getting ready for football practice or volleyball or in passing periods. That's the only time I see Pacific Islanders. But United, no, other than them just kicking it. I hardly see them. Sometimes we acknowledge each other only if we know each other. Like if I see my homies, I'm like, hey, what's up? But if it's somebody else, I'm like, I just walk right by them. I don't know you.
Not really. There's a few of us, but yeah, it's compared to other schools. We probably have the least amount of PIs on campus. You know, there's a PI club on campus, so you know, it's mostly girls. I'm probably like the only guy. We actually just got a new freshman, and he's you know, he likes to come and join in on the meetings every now and then. But yeah, we do acknowledge each other.
I feel like there is a lack of representation at USC as far as for Pacific Islanders, which is why we sort of created the project at APAS. It's called PULE. It's Promoting Unity, Liberation, and Education. And we actually have a program right now that we're working with students at Jordan High School in Long Beach. It's called POTO, P-O-T-O, and it stands for Positive Outcomes Through Outreach. And we want to reach out to, you know, the Pacific Islander youth in the various high schools to sort of show them and mentor them, you know, that there is Pacific Islanders in college and that they can pursue the same thing as we are.
I think one of the main challenges was going to a community college. I never really took it seriously. It's not a four-year university. My parents never paid for anything because I do fee waiver, I do financial aid. So I kind of take it for granted. And at times when my parents were struggling, I felt like dropping out of school, going to work and actually helping them. Just cultural barriers, I think that also falls into that because when funerals or weddings come up, I have to be there. I have to be there, hands-on, everything. School is like the last thing I should be worrying about. Well, that's how I felt, but my parents always told me, like, go to school, what are you doing here? But I'm like, dude, y'all need me here at home. But yeah, that's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons I felt like giving up and not going to school.
Actually, I had some financial aid issues, and you know, some issues concerning a semester of mine kind of came back to haunt me, and you know, there was a point where I didn't think that they were gonna accept me back in, but mostly because of financial aid. But you know, I had people helping me to get to pay that off, and once that was paid off, like everything just kind of came back.
Nei osi pe guako I he ta ua fe mavalu. Kai ki lava o hoko atu he fall semester ta ua fe mavalu ko nga be go lahi ngahi kavenga frapanga mau family. Pea na kwao ni no fo mo ku fai tangata mo ni family. Na o sia ibe ne ngota mai ki ana nai yako I USC. And mama fai to tongi ako go mena ki ki lava o te hoko te guako he fall semester ta ua mavalu. Pea taha mo time as you all know, time na hoko ai go togi lalo economica americani pea kai ge fulahi anga ue ke tokoni ke hoko ta guako ko hinga na no foi. Ego kai ge ilo fufata ko na huai he ni kai ge fulo ko ilo ha mea fikau aki mo apia ko ni poko ha to ngahi tokoni talamai be tamagi ka kai ge na talamai like ke algo feito ko ma me tokoni algo he o eke mo ha foi how about ya me be ko na talamai ku counselor ko me be na fai kai ge te ilo ha mea hange ka ia ka pataha panau hugo ge ni kai ge to la ha ka nga mea ta hine tonga be na fitala mo ya pe ai go ne ha me tonga kai be ge fu la hi ma ilo mo ge he anga ko nga we nga tu ko apia ko americani talama ta mai ki ke alo tokoni na o ma wa ke na honga tonga wa ko alo e ke ge na o mai na to e whanga mari e financial aid ki he tamai ki ko wako whātoa pure anga international students. Pa kai peke u ilo ia talamai ke u alo whainga ke u ngāui I campus. Ko alo kore wakai holo, tamai whemau ke u alo ai ku ngāui ka hiria o kai ke u lawa ngāui hene u ngā ko ha upe o tawhataha beke hako. Pako mena whaingata ai ka te au ke u ke mao ngau ke tokoni ake ku ako.
You know, I mean, as far as the stereotype statistics, you know, as far as football goes, I don't ever knock it. You know, whatever it takes to get you into school. At the same time, that shouldn't stop anyone from going to school. You know, if you're not into football, you know, dive into something else. You know, school is important. A degree is important, especially in the economy we live in today. Our generation, some kind of degree is required. You know, when people ask me what I'm doing in college, I take pride in telling them that it's in, you know, I'm an art major, you know, not a football athlete.
I want to learn how the political process is, especially because politics is something that our Pacific Islanders are very apathetic about because they don't feel like that's something that they connect to. I want to learn that process and then go to law school so I can become a lawyer. Reason why I want to be a lawyer is because I faced discrimination before in grade school up until now. I faced discrimination at school, everywhere I go, even with the law enforcement, I face discrimination. And that's something that I want to back up when I become a lawyer. Like, I want to bring that back to my people, like, you know, this is our rights. I want to build a bridge between politics, laws, public law, public policy, and our Pacific Islander people, and how we can back up, I don't know, how we can fight discrimination that we face every day.
Alo ma'o gi ako ngawe internship I he Tongan Community Center panau. Ko project na FIA ko tana ki ngai talano ai tamaiki ko bukake ognawo mai me topule angange, especially Tongans. Ko fenga ko kage lava na wako. Ko me na FIA ko tana ki ngai talano ko ya o fa'u hange ha tohi. Ke hoko ko ha me ngawe ke alu holo aki o talaki no aluholo ngahi e community, you know, just tell people figure out aki mo situation go hoko ga te au mo fara ilo ga na tolu okai go kau Spanish pe mo kakai Europeans o now undocumented okai be mo kakai Tongan community o now undocumented pa go me na fara tola hei ai ke fai ngau go ni nga go ilo kapau te whai ngawe ko ni e ai mo kakai te nau benefit me ai. E lawa tokoni mai ka te au bai tokoni ki kakai ko ia. Ko kia ko naki mege he tamaiki Tonga mo tamaiki Pacific Islander bu nau maa whenga maari e hoko kau citizen Amerikani. Ko whakarea pe like hako mālohi, whenga mālohi ngā mo o mai o mo mato aki heni whenga nana o mai ta e pepa o mai o whenga ko ngā ko kahau mo ui mo kahau e tō tāko tō hange pe ko no mai au ki ni ko ngā ko ke mau hau kahau mo sio ki family anga no fo mo mea ko ia pa ko whalea pe ko opportunity ko na ko mo mau kau siteni oe ai noa ia e alu kumi anga au e alo ako tata zifita ke ako mo tolu ko mau amsia mo to mau mo financial aid ke to koni ako mo ako ko tamai ko hange ko au mo tamai ko ke na lava to tongi na ako ke mau hanga au ke to tongi aki ko me ai ko he hoko ko no foi api tai fai hanga au tai alo ako pa ko let pe mo wako malohi fenga malohi sio ko ka au.
Because I think a lot of us spend life just, you know, wallowing in the past or wallowing in our sorrows or wallowing in our negativity, and we just gotta flip that shit and make it positive and make it better for ourselves, for our family, and for our community. You know, we don't have much representation, not only in college but in the media. You know, we're exploited. We're either wrestlers or football players, or we're gangbangers, or we cause trouble, and there's more to us than that. There's just like any other marginalized group. You know, there's more to it than what media projects. And hopefully I can be something of somebody, or some sort of, hopefully I could be of some substance to somebody's life to pass on what I've learned, and maybe help them be the best version of themselves. How I feel I'm becoming the best version of myself by going through with college and just living life, man.
Now I can't pledge allegiance to your flag, cause I can't find no reconciliation with your past. When there was nothing equal for my people in your math. You forced us in the ghetto, and then you took our dads. The belly of the beast, these streets are demons' abs. I'm telling you that setup in them sit-ups is so sad. The system is a slab, corruption is the swanger. Sitting high, riding dirty, drag racing in the danger. And it's so clean, pine trees smelling good. We work off in the trunk, and niggas in the hood. So I can't shed blood on any battlefield of yours. I pray the ugly truth comes and shatters your decor. And as it all falls down in tatters on the floor, I shed tears, I don't know what really matters anymore.